a show to talk about my faction. You can get me and Max reactions. Welcome to the show.
Massive thank you to all our channel members. Your support helps keep My Faction Reaction going strong. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hi guys, welcome back to My Faction Reaction. You're here with Nathan once again, and we've got some new upcoming updates for My Faction coming in December that I want to talk to you about. Before we do, number one, want to give a big shout out to WittyWitterson for dropping these. You should be following him on Twitter, so if you haven't yet, go check him out, WittyWitterson on Twitter. Please give him a follow. Number two, he also posts them in our Discord, so if you haven't had a chance yet, join our Discord. We got lots of cool stuff going on there, and we want you there. So join the Discord. He's got a special little Witty leaks section, which he'll post all these in, and you can actually press a button under roles and get notified when he drops them. So you don't even have to wait for them on Twitter. But so number one, thank you so much, Witty. We really do appreciate that. Number two, before we go in, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And also, we just started multi-stream on Twitch. So I've done most of my streaming on YouTube up until this point. But if Twitch is your preferred platform, I'm now streaming direct to Twitch as well. You can see my link below here. So if you want to give me a follow, that helped me out tremendously as we continue to stream the live events, our Raw, SmackDown, NXT watch parties, and more. Really, really helps me out. Anyways, guys, let's get right into the current updates. Okay. All right, so first up, we got a bunch of events we're going to be talking about here. We do have pictures for a few of them that he's been able to pull from the files, but we don't have all of them. So I'll go through the ones with the pictures and the descriptions that we have thus far, and then we'll dive into the files a little bit more deeper so we can have an actual understanding of what's going on here. But we're going to start off with some of the birthday bashes. So these are in order here. I don't have the exact dates in front of me. But we're going to have a Kurt Angle birthday bash middle-ish of the month. And then we've got Rey Mysterio. He'll be following. And then this one I remember because this is a big day. On the 18th, we're going to have birthday bashes for Stone Cold Steve Austin, Trish Stratus, and RVD, which is actually 3 birthday bashes in one day. That's quite a bit. And then right near the end of the month, we're going to be having China's birthday bash. So in December, we're going to be getting 6 overall birthday bashes. Very, very exciting. Very cool. All right. So now let's move on to some of the actual events that we do know about. And then we'll get into some speculation based on descriptions. So we've got these. Now, these are all labeled, "Come Get This Work." And they all have a date on them. Now, these are the dates the match happens. So in this case, this is at the Elimination Chamber in Toronto, if you guys remember correctly. I was there the night before in SmackDown personally, and this is where I got my John Cena farewell tour shirt. But yes, we've got Come Get This Work, Elimination Chamber match March 1st, relive the unsanctioned brawl between as Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn. A little problem with the grammar there, but yeah, so you guys get the picture. So we'll need some sort of Kevin Owens card to battle against Sami Zayn. Then next up, we've got Come Get This Work, April 25th, and I believe this is right after WrestleMania, right before WrestleMania, one of the two, that this happened. So, and it was a great, great tag team match. I believe this was a TLC match. I'm having trouble remembering now, but I think it was. This should have been on the WrestleMania card. It was disappointing. It wasn't, but it looks like we'll probably need the Motor City Machine Gun cards, and then we'll be fighting DIY, who just returned to their most recent music, and the Street Profits. So that should be a fun match, although probably kind of hard. I feel like we did one actually with the DLC when this came out. I feel like this was a match we actually did as one of the matches, and it was kind of a pain in the butt then, but it should be fine. Then next up, we've got the Evolution July 13th. So relive Naomi's rise to win the WWE Women's Championship. Now, this was an Evolution. I'm assuming this is going to be a straight three-way. As you guys remember, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley had been fighting for a while, and then Naomi came in to cash in her Money in the Bank during that match, and inserted herself to make it a three-way. So yeah, I'm very curious. They could do something interesting where when you start the match, because I don't think they're going to be adding you partway through the match, but when you start the match, both Naomi and Rhea Ripley could be pretty beaten up at that point, maybe with already body damage to their limbs and arms. So yeah, no, that one's very cool. Then we've got October 11th, 2025, Crown Jewel. Relive the greatest match in Crown Jewel history as John Cena. This was a pretty great match. It was always going to be, had a lot of cool callouts. So this should just be a fun match. Looks like we'll need a John Cena card to play it. So very, very exciting. And then the final one we've artwork, but there's 5 others, and we'll talk about those quickly. Is the SmackDown October 17th relive Ilya Dragunov's triumphant return to the WWE. If you guys don't remember, and you should, now this is a pre-coming back to the WWE Ilya, obviously, Dragunov, because he doesn't have a giant neck tattoo, nor does he have a big beard. This does not look like the Ilya we have today. But still very cool. It was a great match against Sami Zayn. This one was on SmackDown. So yeah, it looks like we'll need some sort of Ilya card. So looks like we're reliving some of the greatest matches of this year, which actually I kind of love the concept of. You know what? We're at the end of the year. Let's celebrate some of the best matches. And really, these are. Now, let's get into this a little bit. So here's a better breakdown of some of the matches that we've got coming up. So we already talked about the Elimination Chamber. We talked about Evolution. We talked about Crown Jewel. So WrestleMania, relive one of the best WrestleMania matches in history as Io Sky. So this is going to be Io Sky's, I believe this was Io versus Bianca versus Rhea Ripley. So we've got another women's triple threat, but that one was great. Then we've got August 24th, relive Obafemi's win over one of the best young superstars in wrestling. So yeah, we'll be reliving Obafemi. So we'll need some sort of Obafemi card against one of the best young superstars in wrestling. So in this case, this is a Javon Evans match. SummerSlam, August 3rd. So relive the street fight as Cody Rhodes taking on John Cena. I think we all remember the street fight. Great match for SummerSlam. Then we've got Stand and Deliver from April 19th, relive Obafemi's impressive win. So another Obafemi win over Trick Williams and Javon Evans. We talked about the SmackDown one. We talked about the tag team one. Finally, WrestleMania 41 Saturday. So relive the swerve of the year as Seth Rollins. Now, this was Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. So this is another triple threat match. Looks like we'll be needing a Seth Rollins card. Now, the big question is, where do we get all these cards from? And the answer is, I don't know yet. I'm very curious to see where these come from and whether there'll be cards that have been given to us throughout the year that we'll just be able to use similar to... not quite the same way as the numbers game, but if these will just be like featuring older cards, or if this will come out of something like the decorated packs, because we're expecting the decorated packs after this upcoming Survivor Series pack. So yeah, no, very, very curious. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these matches. Now, we got a few more matches to talk about here. So I'm not going to get birthday. So we got Rey Mysterio's birthday match. We already talked about this one. Now here, this is where we're getting a bit interesting, and I think we're finding a bit more about what we're seeing in December. But the storm doesn't bleed. Toys don't bleed, right? In any case, Jade is out for blood, so this looks like a match against Jade. So this is Toy Titans 2. This, I think, is an official confirmation that we're getting Toy Titans 2 packs. We'd already seen the artwork. I think it's more of a purple and yellow artwork. So I expect that we're going to be getting Toy Titans 2. They should be Galaxy Opals and probably Infinites at this point. And one of the matches looks to be against Jade, so that's very, very exciting. Although we did get Jade in the last Toy Titans, so I was hoping when we got them for a bunch of more new cards, not older ones. Okay, so the boss battle. Break all the toys. Now, once again, we don't know we don't know exactly what cards we're getting, but the toys will keep coming. KO them all, including Liv, to earn the reward. So this is likely some sort of gauntlet match. Now, I don't know if it needs to end in a knockout, per se KO as they're putting here, or if there's just going to be a pin, but it seems to be some sort of gauntlet or Royal Rumble match. I'm assuming a gauntlet of some sort that you have to get the pins in, maybe even an eliminator gauntlet. But it does tell us that we should be seeing a Liv Morgan Toy Titans Elite action figure coming. I know there were rumors for her, LA Knight, an invisible John Cena, and one more in the Elite status. So be on the lookout for those. We already talked about these birthday bashes. We should see an encore for Showstopper and the Architect. Not a surprise. December Smash and Stash. Once again, not a surprise. We'll see something, probably 2 to 3 card packs and maybe some Faction Wars tickets if we're lucky. God, I wish we were getting better. Boss Battle. Respect the Queen. No woman has as much as Charlotte. Defeat her to win the reward. So I think this is going to be the boss battle for the decorated. So in December, I'm expecting 2 card packs. We're getting decorated. I think it's going to be 2 weeks after we get Survivor Series Part 2, which is tomorrow. Actually, when this video goes live, that'll be today, actually. So 2 weeks from today, on Friday the 28th, we'll see decorated coming in, I believe, and then 2 weeks later we'll be getting the Toy Titans 2 to wrap the year up. So yeah, and I believe that Charlotte will be the boss battle for decorated. And then we've got Kofi Mania returns. When Kofi was hot, he was nearly unbeatable. Can you beat him? So I think this is going to be tied to the decorated as well. Still very curious to see what those cards end up looking like. China's Birthday Bash we talked about. More birthday bashes. Not going to get into that. Talent or Mediocrity. So this is the event that is going live on Saturday. Prove to John Cena you're talented, not mediocre. So this is where Javon Evans versus John Cena, 03 John Cena. So the Thugonomics Cena. So this will be an encore again. We got Bianca's Open Challenge. Bianca's issued an Open Challenge. Bring any woman from Decorated. Once again, think this is tied to Decorated, so I think Kofi would be the first one and Bianca would be the second one, the men's and women's challenge, essentially. And then we've got Run That Back. Jey Uso wants you in an Iron Man match. Bring any man from Toy Titans. So this ties into that Jade one. I think the Jade is the women's version. The Jey is the men. And the boss battle will be some sort of probably featuring the women coming in that are featured in the pack. So we'll see how many women are actually in the Toy Titans pack. In the Toy Titans pack. But that'll be the boss battle for that. So that gives us a good idea of what December's going to look like. I was hoping for a few more events. Like, it's a little bit of events, and I think we've got the, we'll just go back here. We do have all these come get this work matches. That should be kind of cool. What I'd really love is for these to be spread throughout the month. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Finally, before we wrap up here, Witty did drop one other thing, and I'm glad I waited to do this video because he was able to drop this. But this is upcoming LE rewards coming to MyFaction. So these are the upcoming rewards for live events that we're going to see coming in. Now, we don't have a lot of details here, but we're seeing John Cena, Cody, Taker, Reigns, Stratus, The Rock 24. So if you've missed him or haven't been able to get him, he'll be in this pack. Alexa Bliss, Aleister Black, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Io Sky, and Dominic Mysterio. What I think is going to be cool about this is, for the most part, I think these will all be infinite cards. At this point, we seem to be being awarded infinite cards in the LE live events now. I hope that's to be the case. We'll know for sure this weekend, for sure. But very, very cool to get a peek of what's coming. I'll tell you right now, I'm very excited to have Infinite Dominic Mysterio. I love playing as Dom. He's a striker, but he's got high flying sensibilities, and I like his moveset. So very, very excited about Dominic Mysterio being in there. I know a lot of people will be excited potentially about an Aleister Black. AJ Styles is also one that I'm excited to see in there. So a lot of people are going to be excited with some of these upcoming rewards. Hopefully these are all going to be infinites. I guess we'll see as they come up. All right, guys, and that wraps it up. Let me know in the comments, what event are you guys most excited about? that's coming up. There's a lot of cool stuff coming our way, and for December. And yeah, MyFaction looks to be headed out with a bang for the year. So let me know in the comments. Before we leave, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Do me a favor, go find me on Twitter. The link's right there. So I'll have it in the description as well, but you can see it on the screen right below me. Do me a favor, hit follow me there. And yeah, if you're looking and you're not a big fan of YouTube streaming, well, we're doing Twitch streaming there as well. And we've been doing lots of, and I should just throw this out there, lots of Raw and SmackDown NXT watch parties. So every show we've basically been watching, I've been watching the party live and reacting, or the show live and reacting to it, and we've had a good amount of people in the chat talking about the show as it's going on. It's kind of been super fun. It's like getting to hang with your friends and talk about wrestling. So I'd love to have you guys there. But yeah, with that being said, have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.